Has big shoes to fill with the graduation of Roper Winsky, who set a lot of records here, but the junior is a good athlete and a baseball player as well.
Looking forward to seeing him do his thing out here. How about the defensive side for EC Flora?
It's number 50, Brennan Williams, a senior. Numerous Division I offers, had a big 2025 campaign, 88 tackles, 34 tackles for loss. How about these numbers? 12 sacks. He is a stout defender.
Looking forward to seeing him in action as well. Michaelis Mattress brings you those players to watch. Now for our keys to the game, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield. We begin with our visitors, White Knoll.
For White Knoll tonight, they must execute well. Again, a season opener. Never going to tell what's going to happen until you get out there. Protect the ball on offense. On defense, they want to be physical and run to the ball.
Love that. And now, with that being said, let's go over to the other squad. What are we looking for on that side?
For the Falcons, they need to sustain drives on offense with a new starting quarterback and be balanced on that side of the ball. Defensively, they want to stop the White Knoll running game. You do that, and you get a leg up in a season opener.
Who's going to execute that plan the best? We shall find out. Brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield. It's the lid lifter, folks. The inaugural game, week 1. South Carolina High School football is in action. Brought to you by Whataburger. Friday Night Rivals. Stay with us. There's nothing like high school football Friday nights in South Carolina. With that in mind, it's the Whataburger Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. White Knoll visiting AC Flora right now.
Of fun.
Like a box of chocolates, as someone once said. We don't know what we're going to see, and we're looking forward to all of it. Let's get right to it, folks. Brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield. It's the lid lifter, folks. The inaugural game, week 1. South Carolina High School football is in action. Brought to you by Whataburger. Friday Night Rivals. Stay with us. There's nothing like high school football Friday nights in South Carolina. With that in mind, it's the Whataburger Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. White Knoll visiting AC Flora right now. Welcome in, folks. It's the inaugural lid lifter, pulling the curtain back on the 2026 season here in South Carolina High School football. Stacey Huff along with Joe Cashin. We're downtown Columbia, AC Flora hosting White Knoll. Everything's new. New season, new coaches, new schools, new sponsor, Whataburger.
And a new title sponsor in Whataburger with 5 locations, Stacy, here in Columbia. How about that? It is a lot of newness here. New coaches at both of these schools, a lot of new faces. Just a great way to open a 2026 season. Who knows what we're liable to see tonight with all of this newness. It should be a lot of fun.
Like a box of chocolates, as someone once said. We don't know what we're going to see, and we're looking forward to all of it. Let's get right to it, folks, with some of our players to watch in tonight's matchup. Brought to you by Michaelis Mattress. 4 locally owned locations, but it's by today's Sleep Better Tonight. Who do we have to watch?
First of all, for White Knoll, the Timberwolves have Kentrell Bonnet, a junior. He is a versatile athlete. You might see him line up multiple positions on the field. He is key to the White Knoll offense. Again, starting brand new this season. We'll see what they have to offer on that side of the ball with Bonnet.
On the defensive side, what's White Knoll leaning on?
It's going to be Adrian Ellsworth, just a sophomore. This linebacker is very talented. He will lead an important part of that White Knoll defense. One of the top-rated sophomores in his class, Adrian Ellsworth.
And now for our host team, AC Flora. Everything's new here as well. They're the host team. Who are they looking for on the offensive side?
On the offensive side of the ball, the quarterback is Riggs Scott, a junior. He has big shoes to fill with the graduation of Roper Winsky, who set a lot of records here. But the junior is a good athlete and a baseball player as well.
Looking forward to seeing him do his thing out here. How about the defensive side for AC Flora?
It's number 50, Brennan Williams, a senior. Numerous Division I offers, had a big 2025 campaign, 88 tackles, 34 tackles for loss. How about these numbers? 12 sacks. He is a stout defender.
Looking forward to seeing him in action as well. Michaelis Mattress brings you those players to watch. Now for our keys to the game, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield. We begin with our visitors, White Knoll.
For White Knoll tonight, they must execute well. Again, a season opener. Never going to tell what's going to happen until you get out there. Protect the ball on offense. On defense, they want to be physical and run to the ball.
Love that. And now, with that being said, let's go over to the other squad. What are we looking for on that side?
For the Falcons, they need to sustain drives on offense with a new starting quarterback and be balanced on that side of the ball. Defensively, they want to stop the White Knoll running game. You do that, and you get a leg up in a season opener.
Who's going to execute that plan the best? We shall find out. Brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield. It's the lid lifter, folks. The inaugural game, week 1. Sacramento High School football is in action. Brought to you by Whataburger. Friday Night Rivals. Stay with us. Welcome back, folks, to Whataburger Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. Stacy Huff, Joe Cashin here in the booth. Down on the field, Claire Foley. Let's go down to Claire Foley. The weather's clear, by the way, with the weather forecast. Let's go down to Claire Foley real quick and check in with her. Claire, how you doing, ma'am? We may not have Claire right now. going to tell you about Resto Pros, our stormwater fire. Start with Resto Pros, the Midlands premium restoration company. They sponsor our starting lineups that you'll see all throughout the season. We'll get you those starters as the game rolls along. You'll see a shot there from the AC Flora student body coming in heavy right here. And see a little light mist. Look at the mist in there. That's a beautiful shot right there. It's been overcast and raining off and on here in the Midlands during the course of today. And we line up for kickoff. It'll be AC Flora kicking off right to left on your screen. They're in the powder blues, White Knoll in the whites with black helmets. They'll be returning left to right. And the kickoff brought to you by Will Luke Gray. Will Luke Gray Opportunity School for over 100 years, helping students build a better future. We're ready to kick this thing off here in just a moment. Set for action as we take the lid off of what should be an exciting, Joe, 2026 season.
And I think we will be in good shape weather-wise. Don't want to speak too soon on that, but driving over here from Lugoff, Kershaw County earlier today didn't look good, but the skies look pretty good right now, and hopefully we'll have a window to get this one in with no stoppages and pretty good weather. Couldn't ask for much better right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll check in with Claire a little later on. Claire's down on the field doing her usual great job. Claire Foley. AC Flora, you see that great shot right there. Everything's new here. Again, Willie Alford, we'll talk about him as the broadcast goes on. Come over from Lakewood. He spent some time in Florida as assistant coach and is a Florida native. Played a game at the Gamecocks in South Carolina, and then over at White Knoll. Victor Floyd has won everywhere he's been in his first year with the Timberwolves, trying to get them back. Where they competed for a state championship about 4 years ago. And we are off. 2026 season underway from downtown Columbia. Fielded inside the 5-yard line. A good crease right there. A nice tackle right at the 29-yard line there. Decent return.
Christian Hickman on the return. Was able to field a tough kick. And he's able to get it out to about the 30. So that's a good starting field position for White Knoll's offense.
And that's where their offense will take over. The leader of that offense at the quarterback position is young Braden Kress, a junior quarterback. And that's nothing happening. That's our guy, Brendan Williams, immediately.
Just gonna say, Stacy, we highlighted him in the opener. Brendan Williams, who had a monster 2025 season. He gets penetration on that inside zone. Loss of a couple there.
Wow, that's AC Flora's been stout on the defensive line for some years now, and that's no different right there. They look just like what we used to seeing from AC Flora. Stout, as we mentioned, up the middle. Second and long. Loss of one on that first play. They're going to try the left side. Looked promising early, but only a gain of a few there, and it's going to be third down and long for White Knoll.
Christian Chisholm got the handoff that time. The senior back tried to go left, and again, that AC Flora defensive front, they've been up to the task here on the first two snaps.
Chisholm, one of those guys who's going to be the leaders for AC Flora's team, and passing situation early for young Braden Kress, making an early start for him. I believe this is his first start of his career. Man in motion. It's Barnett. They go to Barnett a lot. They may look for him here. That's exactly who they're going for. He has 3 men around him, and he caught it. What a throw, what a catch. As Whataburger brings you this ball game. Nice catch there in traffic.
35-yard pickup, and boy, you talk about just dropping one into a bucket. Braden Kress rolling out, got pressured here, got good upfield pressure, but he's able to get rid of that football and watch the great hands, the dexterity there on the catch by Ed. Another one that we featured, this one from White Knoll, and he comes up with a 35-yard pickup.
Big first down, catch our first down of the game of the season. MUSC Health, our first down sponsor. MUSC Health is proud to call the Midlands home. And down play. They got a little momentum now going on, but a short gain that time on that carry by Christian Chisholm.
Justin Conyers got in there for the tackle for loss. He's able to get upfield and beat the blocking at the point of attack. Got the tackle for loss.
Tell you what, other than that one pass play, it's been all AC Flora, but that pass defense let them down. They had 3 guys in the area on that pass.
And the pressure was good, too, on the quarterback.
Everything was good. Good scramble by Kress. They're going to pivot this time. He's going to spin out. Over the middle again. Guess who? Oh, he dropped it. It was Barnett. He had the first down had he caught that. Kentrell Barnett was right there past the sticks. Gets up grabbing his stomach, but he was open again.
Yeah, he's grabbing his stomach because he's sick, Stacy, because he should have caught that football literally, you know. I mean, he's a great player, but, I mean, he's feeling kind of bad right there. He picks up a first down. He's able to reel that one in, so.
Yeah, drop first down catches to give a coach upset stomach as well.
No kidding.
Absolutely. So they're behind the sticks again. Last time they had a big completion in this scenario. Third and call it 12, 13. Ball was at the 38-yard line of AC Flora. They're going to roll press out to the left. And at the sticks again. They may want to check Barnett. Is that Barnett again?
Sure is.
He stays open. He's been open.
You see what they're doing with Kress early to try to get him away from that upfield pressure. You see him. This time he's going to roll out to the left, get some good blocking up front, and Barnett just runs to the boundary. He's able to make the catch, and he should be ahead of the sticks, but I think we have a penalty.
We do have a penalty. Our first penalty of the season. A lot of firsts today. And it was a legal man downfield. Sometimes those plays, those slow developing plays can happen. So a moment of elation and now a little moment of disappointment as they go in Michael Jackson moonwalk fashion right there. Ball's at the 43-yard line now. That 5-yard penalty wipes off the first down.
Yeah, guy leaks downfield a little bit.
Third
play like that.
Yes, sir. Third and 18, Joe. If they get half this, they may go for it, but you got to get about half of this probably. Roll him out. Pressure from the backside. Almost caught, but intercepted. It is picked off across the 50. Cutting back across traffic. What an interception. Brennan Fudger with a one-handed interception and strong return. Number 14 in blue. He's excited. Beautiful play.
Fudger in the right place at the right time. The pass is on target here, right through the wide receiver's hands, and there's Fudger. He's able to stick a paw up in the air, control it, make the pick. You'll see it again from the backside this time. Crest rolls out to the right again. Pass in and out of the hands of the intended receiver right there. That was Tyler Brown. Probably should have come up with that catch. Instead, it's the game's first turnover.
To Fudger's credit, he had his head up. He was about to go into hit mode, but he had his head up enough. That's why you see what you hit. He had his head up, was able to see that ball bounce away. And instead of diving head first, was able to make a big momentum-changing interception. It'll be first down right there at the 33. Breaking tackles across the right side. Bouncing outside. Might be right at the sticks. That is 10 in powder blue. Zion Gaddis with a big run. Might be a first down, Joe.
Yeah, not great tackling here by the White Knoll defense. They had a couple of shots at Gaddis. One in the backfield could have stopped him for minimal to no yardage at all. And instead, he's able to pick up about 9.5.
Yeah, just 9 and a bit there. It's going to be second. Oh, it looks like they're moving the sticks now.
He got 10 then.
Yeah, they gave him a good spot. It was borderline. They moved the chains. That is another MUSC help first down. Right to left on your screen, AC Flora. A little swing pass through it behind the receiver, but he caught it. That's Gaddis again. Gaddis is hard to tackle. Keep those legs churning inside the 10-yard line. And this is going to be another big first down. And then the Jim Hudson red zone experience once you can never forget. Talk about it, Joe.
Watch the block by the H-back Mac Huey out here. You get a good block right there. Then Huey down the field also gets a good block. But Gaddis, you called it, Stacy. He is tough to bring down in the open field. Yep. He's picked up a couple of first downs. And AC Flora knocking on the door inside the 10.
Man, business to do business. Logan Price had a big block on it as well. 0. Look, counter trace step that time, and a good job slicing in there on defense for White Knoll. I believe that might be.
That's Crosby.
Yeah, it might be Trementa Crosby.
That's kind of what they needed. That's what White Knoll needs to kind of settle down a little bit on defense after that sudden change, first quarter early turnover.
Got an official stoppage of play right here. Might be a clock as she's pointing at the. She's pointing up here at you, Joe. It might be a uniform thing. They sent a player off the field. I don't know if it was blood or something with a uniform. Still in business to do business, though. AC Flora knocking at the door. Nowhere to go. Look at that penetration by White Knoll, led by Jamari Davis, one of the holdovers from last year's team, a returning starter, number 8.
Now, the first two snaps, AC Flora's offensive front dominated the line of scrimmage. These last two snaps, it's all been White Knoll up front as they've been able to stuff these two run plays for losses. And now AC Flora faced with a 3rd down and goal from the 10. What do you run from here? Let's see.
They're going to throw that thing in the air right now. You got to put that thing up, I believe. Probably to the corner. That corner route is popular for high school kids. Let's see if they take it to the pylon right here. Rolling right. A lot of pressure. Got to get rid of it. And at the corner, that had a slim chance, but well covered by White Knoll.
Great pressure by Clementa Crosby once again. He made the tackle for loss on 1st down. He's able to pressure Riggs Scott out of the pocket. Scott able to get away, but just didn't have any wind to complete a pass there, and that'll force a field goal attempt.
Bring in field goal kicker, 13, Charlie Player, a sophomore. I love the name, Charlie Player.
Is he a player? We'll find out right here, won't we?
You don't want to be a player no more. This is going to be, we can do the mathematics on it. It looks like it's going to be a 28-yard field goal here. Oh, plenty of leg. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Hands to the sky, AC Flora cracks the scoreboard first. They lead 3-0 over White Knoll early in our Whataburger Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. Take a look at this kick one more time. Back at it. Welcome in, folks. Whataburger Friday Night Rival High School Football Game of the Week. Stacey Huff, Joe Cash, and Claire Foley. AC Flora on an interception by Fudger. Capitalizes and cashes in for 3 puntas. They lead White Knoll 3-0.
That was all set up by the Brennan Fudger interception, which he was able to return to the White Knoll 41. 6 plays, 30 yards. Charlie Player a 28-yard field goal after the drive stalled at the 10-yard line. And the Falcons on the board first here in this lid lifter.
And Player is the field goal kicker, but Todd Rutherford, number 30, is the kickoff man. Number 30, he's going to kick off right to left on your screen. And our Will Lou Gray Opportunity School kickoff, folks. Will Lou Gray, 100 years, good helping students build a better future. Kicking off right to left. Powder blue for AC Flora. Light blue helmets. Columbia blue, if you will. White Knoll with the black. Underneath white uniforms, black helmets. All right, trim. Strong leg that time. It's going to be kicked right to the goal line. That's going to be a touchback, automatic touchback in high school, folks. Once it breaks that plane, there is no return at all. So, White Knoll will be. They had a decent drive. It was a spotty, erratic drive, Joe, but they had cross midfield, interception, and a couple of mishandled passes, right?
Well, they hit that 35-yard pass play on an early 3rd down and long play, which set them up at the AC Flora 35, and then they had a loss on a run play through an incomplete pass. Had what looked to be a completion for a 1st down, but a penalty wiped that out, and then the interception stopped everything.
So see Raven Crest taking the snap right there. Good penetration again by the defense. Is that our guy again? I believe that is Williams again.
Williams was there. Free safety Larry Pickett was also in on that stop.
Williams is having himself a night already. He's the goods, though. We heard he was going to represent it, and he's playing like a kid that's going to play on Saturdays.
They've not been able to account for it yet.
No.
You've got to account for number 50 out there. You've got to do something extra to kind of figure him out a little bit.
Probably to chip him with another player.
Yeah, you got to do something different.
Ball's right across the 20-yard line. White Knoll trying to get some continuity with their offense. They're going to roll Crest to the left. And guess who? Barnett. Kentrell Barnett again. He has both receptions for White Knoll. And this time he breaks the 40-yard line. That's a 19-yard gain and another first down for White Knoll.
You see him rolling the quarterback Crest out a lot here. You'll see it right here in the replay. They roll him out to the left. He just stops, plants, gets a good throwing platform. He's able to find Barnett over the middle. Kentrell Barnett making his presence felt. The junior here early, as you said, 19 yards.
MUSC held first down after a slow start that time. Just put the pass down and got 4 or 5 good yards that time. When you're running back there, it's Chisholm. That's Chisholm.
Chisholm kind of put a foot in the ground in the backfield, was able to avoid a couple of tackles in the backfield, was able to pick up 6 yards.
So we talking to Coach Floyd. He talked about Brady Crest being a facilitator and knows how to distribute the ball. 16 is open though. I think keep going there if they're not going to cover him. Oh, look, fake handoff that time on the inside give, and guess who knew about it? AC Flora defense was ready. Shout out to the defensive coordinator, AC Flora, Stephen Kennedy, his first season over here.
They wanted to try a quick toss to the left to get the flow going that way, but the Flora defense, you call it, they have none of that. Weren't fooled at all. That's going to be a loss of about 3, maybe 4.
You know what they shut it down like, though, Joe? They shut it down like a fire marshal at a frat house party.
Oh,
I've been waiting all summer.
It didn't take long, Stacy. 8 minutes into the first quarter.
I've been waiting all summer to get one of those in. Ball's right at the 40. It's going to be third down at about 9. Again. Oh, he had a man. It would have been short. He would have had to break a tackle, but a drop pass again. That's
the third drop pass we've seen from White Knoll tonight. There is a flag in the backfield, and this may be against Flora.
They might have hopped Crest a little late. We'll see. It is a personal foul, roughing the passer.
That's a killer if you're the Falcons. You have them off the field, you're going to get the football back, and just kind of unnecessary there. But once again, White Knoll's got to figure out a way to catch the football when the ball's in. Crest has done a good job. He's put the ball right on the receivers.
Yeah, and Joe, that's the big joker. 15-yard penalty,
sure
man.
Is.
I mean, the drive was stopped.
Fresh set of downs.
Yeah, they had done well after the one big catch by Barnett, and now the ball's at the 44-yard line. This is right about where the interception happened last time, though. Barnett's the man in motion. He goes behind. They're going to give to Chisholm. Both teams have been stubborn. They're going to try to keep pressing the line to see can they wear them down. And both coaches, I talked to both on the phone this week. Both of them were talking about they want to see the physicality of their teams. This is a new coach, new program. Everybody wants to be physical. You find out on Friday nights, though, who's Friday night physical, Joe.
And you're talking about White Knoll. Victor Floyd, as we mentioned in the opener, coming over from Chester, 2 stints there, has a Hall of Fame resume.
Absolutely,
no question about it. First-year coach. He has a lot of new starters, a lot of new faces on this roster for White Knoll.
And I talked to Coach Alford on the field before the game. Both coaches are going to learn a lot about their teams. They're going to get offsides on AC Flora. Kid stepped in the neutral zone and stepped back, but they called it a little bit delayed, but he was in the neutral zone. There's going to be 5 yards.
That's correct, Stacy.
And that helps White Knoll's play calling now, because you're looking at now, 2nd down and about 3. Makes it a little easier to call plays 2nd and 3. And we'll talk about those officials right there. That's a gentleman, I think I talked to him coming into the stadium as well. I got the names of our officials. We'll get them some love. We don't want to hear a lot from them tonight, but we want them to have an easy night. We'll share our officials' information here in just a minute. Again, stubbornly trying that middle, and AC Flora has answered the test. Give 51 some love there.
And they're just not really able right now to move that Flora front around much. They're not able to create many running lanes, can increase them in any way.
Caden Brown, you got right there, 51. We've been calling him 50, but 51 is in there that time, and did a great job shutting that down.
Pretty fast-moving quarter, Stacy. 2.5 minutes to go. And,
I'm okay with it.
Season opener, yeah.
Especially with the weather concerns around it. Some games will move to last night, some games will move to tomorrow. We'll get some play clean here. Big 3rd down early coming up, and everybody moving. Everybody moving. Not on the same sheet of music.
Yeah, get the Mayflower truck as they're all moving.
So our referee is Scott Royster. There's the white hat. Tyler Outen is our umpire, Jonathan Shelley, our linesman, Robert Dove, our line judge, and Anthony Cromer, the back judge. Scott Royster, gentleman right there who we've heard some things from here lately. Last couple flags in the last two plays. Call it 3rd and 7. Rolling the pocket again. Pressure. Heavy pressure. Nowhere to go. The ball came out, but the ground caused it. Heavy pressure. Give some love. Number 8 was there. Jordan Davis. He's a returning starter. Also 15, Timothy Katrakis.
He's a highly touted youngster too, this Jordan Davis. He was just able to get upfield pressure. You'll see it right here. Again, they're rolling press out on just about every pass play. You see the backside pressure coming. Well, watch Davis right here. Also give credit in there.
Katrakis was in there.
Yep, you're exactly right. Davis gets the sack, but there's a lot of pressure.
Davis, they chipped him that time. He went through 2 guys to get there. That's just want to, and it's going to be punt time. Our first punt of the ball game, and it's not a great one. And it went about sideways. It was not a great punt from there. You want to hit him inside the 10 punt from midfield, but off the side of the foot, it looks like. And AC Flora's offense takes over with that 3-0 lead. Look at the crowd right there. Welcome back, folks. Whataburger, Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. We want to give a special thanks to the South Carolina Army National Guard for recognizing our scholar athletes each week. We'll introduce you to this week's nominees coming up at halftime. Balance excellence in the classroom and on the field and in service to South Carolina. Visit nationalguard.com/SC. Learn how you can serve, succeed, and lead. First down, AC Flora from the 25-yard line. That'll be a give this time to Zion Gaddis. A lot of room on the right side. He has speed across the 40, across the 50. It is a foot race. Zion Gaddis trying to pull away. One man can get him, and he does. Tackle down, saving a touchdown inside the 20-yard line. It is a flag down, and we will bring it all back. You never saw that.
Wow, Zion Gaddis just saw it, Stacy. Puts a foot in the ground out there on the perimeter to the right side, and it looked like he might be headed to the end zone, but finally run out of bounds. But guess what? They're doing. What are they doing?
The Michael Jackson moonwalk.
There you go, Stacy.
They doing a reverse skate. I tell you what, the blocking might have been a little too good over there. That's why it was.
That may be why that play sprung like it did. But
might have been a little too good. That is right. No, that's not right. Right there. Tackle. It's a tackle right there.
Yeah, you see it right there in the middle of your screen.
And they didn't need it. They
really didn't. They didn't need that. They didn't need that block. Once Gaddis got that corner turned over there, he just outran everybody.
So the ball's gonna be at the 20, back where we started, at the 24-yard line. 1st and 11. Quick throw. Got a good chunk of that back, though. They got about 10 yards of the 11 they needed back. Physical tackle over there. Catch made. Joe by number 5, Larry Pickett. He picked it.
Pickett kind of ran a little stop route over there. He just ran down and stopped, turned, and the ball was right on him in a hurry. Riggs Scott gets the ball out quickly. They're able to pick up 10 quick yards on a 1st and 11 play.
Over the middle, and back breaking it to Katrakis. Is this Katrakis? No, this is the quarterback. He broke loose. He's athletic. We talked about him being an athlete. Riggs, tell you what, showed a surprising burst there when he saw that daylight. He's tired. He was a little tired. check the flags, and it's one on the 40-yard line. Yeah, it was a
Faked one way, cut back the other, got some good blocking, made a man miss right there.
the Jets right there, but it's a block. It's a flag down on the 40-yard line. It's coming back.
That's going to be a first down, but it won't be quite as big a gain as they were hoping.
Right.
Be interested to see what this call is.
Good point. Good point.
Chop block. Interesting. Still going to be enough for a first down. Rick Scott, that we talked about how good of an athlete he is. He's also a baseball player. You saw the wheels. Faked it one way, just took off on a design quarterback run right up the middle. Got great blocking.
Yes. Apparently he did a great
Should
job.
get deep in White Knoll territory, but penalty wipes a good bit of that out. But still a first down.
At the 45-yard line. He came in relief and has pitched some big innings for the AC Flora Championship baseball team last spring, I'm telling you. First down. That was a MUSC help first down. Wide open, threw it behind him. He just missed an opportunity there. He's got to lead that player. He's running for another 10 yards. Threw it behind his intended receiver, Joe, and that was Parks Van Vleek. Yeah,
Rick Scott did a nice job to kind of extend this play a little bit, buy himself some time, but just couldn't quite put it on Van Vleek there. Threw it, as you said, behind him.
There was nobody within 7-8 yards of him, though. He had time to turn around and make a move or two. Second and 10. Yep. Second and 10, folks, coming up. You mentioned fast-moving quarter. 1:01 left in the first quarter.
On the micro, wake up.
Around the right side again. Played like it had a lot of potential. Shut down after about a 3-yard gain that time on the left side of the defensive White Knoll.
Curtis Dason, that play designed to go inside. He tries to bounce it outside, able to pick up a couple of yards there.
Curtis Dason is the nephew of Coach Willie Alford. The backer running back there, youngster. Actually, he's a senior, smaller guy, but he's the backup to Zion Gaddis. Gaddis is in motion. They did that fake again. This time it's Riggs. Oh, he put a foot in the ground, made a man miss. That might have cost him some speed, but it got him some more yards. He got out to the 21-yard line. Rick Scott with an athletic play. Gave him the okie doke, Joe.
Ran that play again. This time to the right side.
The clock kept running. They got to put some more time on the clock, but this should stop the first down. Should stop the clock.
Stacy, I thought I heard a whistle before that snap.
I wonder if that's what's going on. They're going to talk to the sidelines over in.
I'm not real sure why they'd be stopping this, but the chains haven't moved. Now they are, but I'm not real sure what this stoppage is about.
Because they were supposed to stop the play. I think at the tackle, I think they wanted to stop it to move the chains, and they never did. They ran off about 7 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, they're going to tell the clock keeper to put some time back on the clock after that big gainer.
And it's a sideline warning. Also, that's also another reason. A sideline warning to the White Knoll sideline. So it's an MUSC first down. But Rick Scott athletic ability kind of coming to the forefront, Joe, as we go along.
Yes, it is. See the wheels.
Yeah,
Talk about his arm. He's got some wheels.
They ran 12 seconds off the clock. That's why they stopped. They put 15 on there, and a lot of movement. There's going to be a legal procedure on AC Flora. The whole game has been a little bit of erratic play and behavior, and the penalties are starting to mount a little bit here.
AC Flora now, that's their 5th penalty here in this first quarter. 5th accepted penalty. White Knoll has a couple, plus an interception.
Look at Rick Scott on your screen right there. And man, in his first start, as you mentioned, filling those big shoes of Roper Winsky. Winsky was a 2-sport star here at AC Flora football and baseball. And they're going to run the clock down now, Joe. It is going to be 1 quarter in the books. 3-0 AC Flora over White Knoll on the Whataburger Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week, folks. Stay with us. Welcome back, folks. Downtown Columbia, South Carolina. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin with you. See the student body, AC Flora, fired up. They lead 3-0 over the visiting Timberwolves of White Knoll, and we're back at it. Live action started the second quarter. White Knoll trying to keep AC Flora from mounting that lead up, and that was that first down throw that time. And incomplete. Intended for Logan Price.
Pass intended for Logan Price, but again, we see a pass that's behind the receiver. Stacey, we saw that a little bit out of AC Flora in the first quarter, and Rick Scott settling in his first start for AC Flora. Big shoes to fill this season. That pass a little bit behind the intended target as well.
Really good pitcher. These are moving targets this time. The catcher is still. These athletes running. He's got to adjust, and we know he played football and all that before, but he's got to gain speed tonight. He's looked good, especially running the ball. He was just getting a little late. He had a man open in the end zone, and it stayed in the air too long. Knocked away at the last second by Tyler Brown. I believe that's Tyler. Is that 0 or 6? You got to read those numbers. That might be 0. That might be Jonathan Keith.
That's who it is. That's Keith.
Take a look at it.
He closes well. You see the rollout here and tried to hit the target late, but credit Keith. He's able to close on that ball. Almost came up with a great pick, but still gets the incompletion.
Saved the touchdown for sure. The man was open. The guy was uncovered. He slipped behind another defender, and Keith saved the day. 3rd and 15. And they made a 28-yard field goal earlier. I don't know if the leg looked good, but they'd rather get a first down right here. You know that. I'll go keep it with Riggs. Riggs done a lot of damage with his legs, and it was diagnosed that time by White Knoll at number 5, in particular, Adrian Ellsworth was right there to knock him out of bounds.
Christian Hickman also in on the stop over there as well. They tried to get Rick Scott out there to the corner with that good running speed that he's got, but very limited yardage there. Interesting to see what the Falcons do here. This would be about, from the 23, this would be about a 40-yard field goal somewhere in that area, but it looks like they're going to go for this.
Never considered anything else.
Nope.
Nobody made a move toward the sideline on that offensive unit. Gaddis to the right of Riggs. 3 wide to the top of the formation, 1 down to the near sideline. They're trying to get him to move, and they got some movement. They didn't call it. They got back. There was somebody jittered a little bit on that side for White Knoll, but it didn't encroach, and they're going to call a timeout. They were bluffing. Timeout, AC Flora.
Trying to pick up 5 yards the easy way. 5 free ones.
That hard count, yeah, man.
White Knoll disciplined.
That discount 5. So, good job that time by White Knoll, as you mentioned. And one thing we talked about is both these coaches are no-nonsense type guys. Willie Alford played for, strong. Lou Holtz, for instance, then played in the NFL for a couple teams, and then Victor Floyd, known for being, for being disciplined. These teams, as the season goes on, they're going to take the personality of their coaches. That's Coach Alford on your screen right there. Give you a little bit of his background while he's on screen right there, and that's Floyd on the other side. But Alford played at USC from 97 to 2001, played safety under Holtz. He played the first spur. When the first spur position came, he was the first spur under Charlie Strong. And had a really good career and played from 02 to 06 in the NFL. Been assistant at Great Collegiate, Oceanside, head coach at Lakewood, and then spent some time down in Florida as well. Of course, we talked about Coach Floyd. Played his football at North Carolina A&T. Coach at C.A. Johnson, Dudley High School in North Carolina, and Chester twice, along as Brunswick, Georgia as well. So here we go, folks. Big 4th down. They are going to want to play here. And this could be Riggs looking right. Almost picked. He threw it behind the receiver, and it was more in line for Christian Hickman, the defensive back, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, Hickman again up to the task. Right in the receiver's hip pocket right there. They wanted Logan Price just going down the boundary. But here's Rick Scott, just kind of drops down, throws that little sidearm pass, but it's not there. He's got to lead him a little bit on that play. Got to get it out there in front of him. But that's a great stand by White Knoll to get him off the field and take over possession.
Yeah, missed opportunity a little bit for AC Flora, but White Knoll defense has really wanted trenches in a lot of ways in this ball game. New running back in. Looks like it's 11 on the carry around the right side. That looks like Sean Lloyd, maybe. It is. Not much happening over there.
They found the going tough against this AC Flora front. We talked about how good they were, how good they are. They were last year, and it looks like they're going to be good again here in 2026.
Absolutely. Both defensive fronts have played pretty well. That was Josiah Morris to help clean up that play as well, among others. It was a gang tackle. Run to the ball. Both coaches, defensive guys, they want to put helmets to the football, and they're gang tackling well, both teams. 2nd and 7. Passing situation for Crest. He throws it up. He has a man. Was that caught? It was defended. He caught that and got several toes down. What a catch. Well defended. What a play. Let's give some love to the catch. Jalen Keith, the junior, number 17. Take a look at it.
He was defended well. You see the rollout once again. They've rolled Crest out all night. He just kind of drops it in there. The defender is in good shape here. If you get a chance to see this, Stacy, he's in not bad shape. You see it right here. I mean, he just turns and makes a great catch or a great play on the ball.
Strong hands.
Able to drop that one right on in there.
Yeah, that's the MUSC Health first down. MUSC Health proud to call the Midlands home, and that's where they'll snap this at the 36-yard line. A little check down throw this time, well defended, and broke a tackle. A man was there, did not wrap up. They had that diagnosed for no gain or loss.
That was Brannon Williams that time. He was there, the senior linebacker, had a chance for a tackle for loss. He eventually does make the tackle, but he missed an opportunity in the backfield.
Jonathan Keith had the catch. He had a defensive play in the end zone as well. Jonathan Keith making his mark in the ball game. A senior. Ball's at the 29-yard line. So it's going to be a short 2nd and 3. Gill trying that left side. A little hesitation, and he got about half of what he needed. Needed 3, got about 1.5 yards. So 3rd down would be interesting.
They're just going to line up and go mano-a-mano here.
You know it. Roll up the sleeves. You know?
See Jonathan Keith on the carry right there. Didn't get much, but figure Victor Floyd's going to take 2 snaps, try to pick up 2 yards here, maybe 1.5 yards, close to that perhaps.
This is where you find out about your team right now, right?
Yep.
The personality of your team. If you got to be able to run it sometimes where everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, and this might be one of those moments. Crest taking the snap, 18. He's going to give, and AC Flora is answering that bell. He's still turning his legs, though. If they didn't blow that whistle, that might be right at the 1st down marker. He went forward after he stood up for a moment.
That's just great second effort. Caden Brown, the senior defensive tackle for AC Flora, was right there. Looked like that play was going absolutely nowhere. And it's still not quite a 1st down, but
4th and 1.
We'll see what White Knoll dials up here.
Stubborn. And there's going to be a timeout called. Timeout called. White Knoll. So we're going to stay right here with them. That's Coach Floyd right there on your screen right there. In his first, got a chance to speak with him this week, in his first season here. And again, he's all about running to the ball on defense and putting 11 hats to the ball, but he's excited about the program. He says it's everything you need at White Knoll to win and win big. He thinks everything's in place there. Remember, this program played for a state championship, I believe, 3 or 4 years ago and lost to Dutch Fork in the championship game.
You mentioned that he has 2 previous stints at Chester, the Cyclones.
Yeah.
He won the state championship there in 2018. Also coached there in 04 to 07.
He felt like he told me, he felt like he left the
C.A.
job.
Johnson back in the day,
Yeah, he said he felt like he left in 07, thought the job maybe not, he left it unfinished. So he felt good to come back and win it in 2018.
Yeah,
so
he did.
Yeah, man, he spent some time up in North Carolina, Dudley High School. Coach against Tom Knotts up in North Carolina at one point back in the day.
I don't think he got this,
I don't think so.
It's going to be real close.
They're running in. I think that's going to be a turnover on downs. And that's what it is.
Yep, didn't think he got it.
The AC Flora fans will let you know. And that is a momentum shifter. That Coach Alford is fired up. His staff is fired up. Take a look at it, Joe.
Yeah, once again, you just see the blue shirts in there. And credit
62.
Number 62 in there, Delton Jackson, stuffing that play.
Only a sophomore. Back at it, folks. Whataburger, FNR High School Football Game of the Week. 3-0, AC Flora, and I welcome you back to it. Take a look at Northeast Trophies and Awards, folks. I mentioned that score being 3-0. Northeast Trophies and Awards, providing all the trophies and plaque for this year's awesome FNR season. Glad to have them back along again. Of course, our title sponsor, Whataburger, and all our other sponsors making it happen here. Big swing from the defensive side of the ball for AC Flora. They take over now at the 26-yard line. Rick Scott in the shotgun. Zion Gaddis shakes off a tackler in the hole, hits it outside. Zion Gaddis has great feet, great vision. And he got right at the sticks. It's going to be close. They're going to move it. That's a first down.
I would be trying to get the ball in number 10's hands as much as I could. Of AC Flora, you see it here again. Just the handoff out of the backfield, a little read play right there, and he was able to pop it to the outside.
Yeah.
Picks up about 10 yards, and I think the press set it down.
Yeah, especially with a quarterback in his first start, up and down a little bit, getting his feet under him. That running back might be the move. They're going to throw a little swing, out pass right, a little swing. Bubble screen that time, had blockers in front. That last play resulted in an MUSC help first down. That was a first down play there, and that was the man 17 on the catch there, Parks Van Blake.
Yeah, the bobbled snap. And then the wobbly pass.
Yes, there's a lot going on.
Not sure what was on that football. It looked like it got shot in midair with a shotgun or something. But it got there, and they still picked up about 6 yards.
Yeah, a little precipitation. Nice job knifing in that time. They told Gaddis, not a nuka. That is 50 on that stop, I do believe.
That's Nathaniel Johnson. He's able to get upfield, beat his blocker. That's a big tackle for loss.
Nathaniel Johnson, the junior defensive lineman, he was having none of it. I mean, that is a huge tackle for loss right there. So I thought they gave him the first down that first play. I guess it's 3rd and 4 now. Oh, that bubble screen was the first down play. So now It's going to be 3rd down. They're going to keep it. They're going to put it in the air, but Riggs keeps it in his hand and tried that middle and too many white jerseys, Joe. Might be our second punt of the game coming up.
Rick Scott had a couple of guys down the field if he had time to throw the football, but the pressure was too great. You see him right here, fakes the handoff, and by the time he decides he wants to throw it, well, there's great pressure, and he has no chance. Can't get out of the pocket, gets sacked for a loss. That's a big stand. The White Knoll defensive game here on our hands, Stacy.
Evan Pierce, one of the first guys in there, 40. I think Noah Marr was in there. Yeah, it's becoming a defensive battle. Penalties have helped that out some. Couple drop passes. A little rugby style. Oh, off the side of his foot. Did I hit somebody? I think they hit a White Knoll player. That's going to be AC Flora football. They hit the back of a White Knoll player. Yeah, that was recovered by Parks Van Blake. I think that hit a White Knoll player in the back. Let's take a look.
Let's see it here, Stacy.
Yeah, hit the back of the foot.
Yep, looked like it.
The referees will talk about it. I don't know if they saw it.
I'm not sure. That's exactly what I was going to say. I'm not sure they saw it there. And if they didn't see it, then it didn't happen. But it looked like on replay, we got a good shot of it. That should be Flora ball, and it is.
And White Knoll defense White Knoll gave it away. They put the defense on the field. And their offense would have ran out. It might have been a longer discussion, but
that's a second turnover of the game for White Knoll. They had an interception in the first quarter.
Yeah, White Knoll's defense ran out there, and they're gonna call a sideline warning now for. They're sending both teams to the sideline right now.
Yeah, that's just a bad break for White Knoll. I mean, that's a rugby style low line drive kick. The White Knoll special teams player just didn't see it as he's going downfield to try to block. And maybe try to pick it up, and that's just a tough break, but that's a great break for AC Flora. They get it on the plus 32.
Yeah, you can't even blame the kid, though. He was running down doing
You really can't.
He just hit him in his leg as he was running. And a bad kick turned out to be
really good.
Really good. Yeah, that's what you never know, folks. It looks like a problem could be a blessing.
And if you're AC Flora right here, this is the spot of the field and the situation for the old sudden change big one, right?
I mean, Steve Spurrier.
The old Spurrier, the old ball coach. He's going to try to hit somebody and get a break like that. We'll see it again, this time from ground level in the end zone. You see the punt.
Never got above 3 feet.
Yeah, and you kind of see it. It grazed them. Looks like it grazed the back of number 17 there. That's Jalen Keith, the junior.
Yep. I mean, the ball never got above 3 feet off the ground.
It
man.
did not.
It was a bad
It
punt.
did not, but they didn't need to for AC Flora. So now let's see if they take a shot to the end zone and try to capitalize.
AC Flora's had 2 bad punts, though. Let's keep an eye on that, though. They've had a couple of punts that weren't great. But they can capitalize, as you mentioned, they can capitalize right here, maybe take a shot. Tight end in motion. Gaddis moves from the right to the left of Riggs. They're going to give it to Gaddis. He cuts it up, but it was white jerseys waiting on him. They're kind of watching him a little closer now, Joe.
Conservative play call right there. Picks up a yard, maybe 2.
Adrian Ellsworth on the tackle. Only a sophomore.
A lot of sophomores and juniors on this White Knoll team.
Joe, both of these coaches like their programs because they know they come in with a year of change, and they got good, solid young nucleus. They know they can grow with them, and kind of put their stamp on these kids and shape them as players. 3 guys to the top of the screen. He looked left at first. Now he comes back to the right. He's going to loft the one for Gaddis. He didn't get his foot down. He turned around and caught it. I think he got that foot down before he went out of bounds. What a catch by Zion Gaddis. Athletic ability.
Well, again, the pass not really on target. 3-man rush for White Knoll. Rick Scott rolls out. Look at the adjustment to the ball. That is just a phenomenal athletic play by Zion Gaddis. He's the best player on the field tonight for AC Flora.
Without a doubt.
I mean, he's making it do it. He's making it with his feet. That time he's able to adjust, make a great adjustment, make a big catch.
MUSC Health first down and then the Jim Hudson red zone. Gaddis cuts it up the left side. He may get in. I think they're going to mark it. They got in. They gave it to him. Hands to the sky, strike up. The AC Flora Falcon fights on our first touchdown of the Whataburger FNR era. Zion Gaddis, great blocking and tough running, Joe.
Just
talk about
right up the middle, you see Gaddis. He just fights off would-be tacklers, stretches out for the end zone. He gets there. I think he gets there. I think that ball broke the plane before the knee touched, so we'll give it to him. The officials did too.
Absolutely.
Like you said,
love it.
First touchdown of the Whataburger era.
How about that? How do you do? What a burger, what a play.
Very good.
How about that? Now we bring young player in to kick it. Charlie Player. Player's ball in action. Hands to the sky. Make it 10 for AC Flora. White Knoll 0. AC Flora, the home team. Take a look at this touchdown one more time. Welcome back, folks. Whataburger FNR Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. That was our first ever South University touchdown of the season, of the 2026 season. Zion Gaddis gets to the promised land.
He does, Stacy. 3 plays, 32 yards, took just 48 seconds off the clock. All set up, first of all, by what we call a muffed punt by White Knoll. The return man didn't see it on the AC Flora punt, didn't see the ball. After that rugby-style kick, AC Flora recovers at the 32-yard line. And then the second biggest thing that happened there was Zion Gaddis' 21-yard catch, making a great adjustment to the ball. And then, fittingly, he capped it off from 11 yards out.
A lot of Gaddis on that drive. Shout out to, once again, South University. Thank them for their partnership and all our sponsors. It's going to be a great season. A lot of touchdowns will be scored. Will Lou Gray Opportunity School kickoff left to right. Is AC Flora kicking off in their powder blue to be received by White Knoll. Will Lou Gray Opportunity School, 100 years helping students build a better future. And across the 30, and right there, and slipped down. Looked like the turf monster might have got him. He just barely got across the 30. I thought he had some room to make a cut, but decent return for Jonathan Keith.
Kind of delivered some punishment there at the end of that return, too. He knocked the guy down and almost was able to, perhaps if he's able to keep his feet right there, he might still be going. That's a good starting position, though, for White Knoll. They need to answer, Stacy.
Yes.
Down 10-0. There's still a lot of time left in this game, but going to get close to halftime here real soon. 5:02 left in the second quarter. Got to go see if you can put some points on the board.
Joe, you mentioned they had some big plays and just have not capitalized. 4 wides in the formation. They're going to do a little hesitation their time and not enough time. Yes. Who? One of those 50s. This going to be 51 again. 50 and 51 have just wrecked shop. This time.
That's Caden Brown. He just eats up his blocker in front of him. This play just takes too long to develop, Stacy.
Yes.
Caden Brown is able to just whip his man one-on-one up front and get there, get the sack.
The senior 51, Caden Brown, having himself a game. He and Brennan Williams both living in the backfield. Big loss. Second down and forever. A bubble screen set up and threw it too high. That could have been picked. That was dangerous. Crest way too high with that throw.
Called it the bubble screen coming back into the middle of the field, but that ball was way too high.
Bubble got burst that time.
A lot of Columbia blue jerseys lurking in the neighborhood. You'll see it right here. Crest back, and AC Flora kind of reads it, the pass over the head of the intended target, and fortunately for White Knoll, it finds the turf before it finds enemy hands.
They're happy to see that hit green grass right there. Second down, third down, check it, and 20. Third down and 20 from the 25-yard line. Rolling left. Oh, he got nowhere to go again. 2 guys that he's lucky not to fumble that. First guy there, Joe Cashin, is number 11, Justin Conyers, but he had help.
He led a convoy right there. He led a platoon of defenders. You just see him just bursting off that edge over there. Doesn't get blocked, doesn't get chipped. He's able to get there and get the sack. And there were a lot of blue jerseys in there. And this AC Flora defense would have pinned their ears back on that one.
Yeah, Jordan Davis there as well. And now on the punt front with his heels on the goal line. You don't want to punt like that. Decent punt. And they hit the ground. That's where they messed up. They didn't hit the ground. He should have come up and caught that one. He's going to gain 20 yards. More than 20 yards on the roll, Joe.
Stacy, that's just a mental error right there by AC Flora. Could have had the ball, should have had it near midfield. Instead, you called it. They're going to lose at least 20, maybe 25 yards of field position right there. That's a great punt by White Knoll to be able to flip the field on that bounce.
That's where they'll take over. You're right. That bounce was really big. The punt was decent, but it's going to have been a great punt from his goal line.
Punt was okay at best, but that ball's got to be fielded and save that field position.
Ended up being like a 60-yard punt with the roll. His heels on his goal line, but a lot of scrimmage was about the 12, I believe. So the ball's at the 27-yard line now. Wide open. Check that. He was guarded man-to-man there, but he stepped out of bounds. I thought he had a guy breaking free there, but he would have been out of bounds anyway, I think. Second down coming up here. AC Flora with the momentum, 10-point lead. They'd like to add to it right here. And that guy again, Gaddis. Gaddis with a cut. Zion Gaddis across midfield. One man. He tries to run through him, and he does to a certain extent to the 30. No flags. Zion Gaddis is making it a Gaddis show tonight.
42 yards on that run. And let's give some love to these guys up front for AC Flora. Caden Brown, Isaiah Curry, Cade Snyder, Jack Long, Maurice Ori right there, right to left, across that offensive front. They gave him a good block right there at the point of attack.
54.
Well, give credit. Yeah, we just called his name right there. Cade Snyder kind of pulled and got a great block. And how about the move? How about the move in the open field there by Gaddis? He is an electrifying athlete.
Only a junior. I like Gaddis now, but I'll tell you what, Cade Snyder came with he was in a bad mood.
He was in a bad mood.
Yeah, he means to wreak havoc. He's trying to cause harm. Timeout called AC Flora, 2:41 left to play. They want to gather their thoughts after that big play. They're trying to get greedy here and close out the half with another score.
White Knoll won the toss, or White Knoll rather had Okay, we're going to
Take a look at this
watch
run.
this again. Watch the blocking up front. Watch him pull right there. Get the kick out.
Oh.
That boom right there by Schneider. And then watch
Violence.
Gannis right. Whoop. Puts a move on the defender. And he crosses the midfield stripe. And down the field he goes. And they get 42 yards on that play. And once again, AC Flora. We mentioned White Knoll had first possession. So AC Flora will get it to start the second half. And you just mentioned 2:41 left here in the first half. If they can score here, maybe they can double down and really take firm control of this game.
That makes it so vital that Victor Floyd's White Knoll defense gets a stop right here. You got to break up these
big
back-to-back
time.
possessions. You need not only a stop and a score be optimal, but you definitely got to get a stop here and go into halftime and try to regroup. You don't want to go down 13 or 17-0, but the discipline of that, I saw a lot of players busting it down the field or block downfield in that play.
Yes, you did. You were pointing that out to me as we were going through that replay right there. A lot of guys running with the football.
Yes. And Coach Alford has to love that on film. That's going to look good on film, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's got to like what he sees so far here in this first half.
Yeah, like I said, speaking of these coaches, man, they both know this is the opening night for real. Practice is one thing. You find out who your guys are really on this first Friday night of the 2026 season. Looking left, underneath route, need to break a tackle. That ball came out, and it's going to be picked up. Picked up, down the sideline. Oh, got a hand on the foot. That could have gone back to the house. A huge turnover that time and a momentum shifter. Talk about it, Joe Cashin.
Parks Van Blake saved a touchdown right here. Watch the pass. It's right on target. Van Blake has it, and then he gets hit, coughs up the football. That's a catch and fumble, no question about it. And this was almost a scoop and score, but Van Blake is the only guy really to stop that from being a touchdown. You just called it, Stacey. I mean, White Knoll had to come up with something on defense, and they just forced the first AC Flora turnover.
Elijah Frazier with the scoop and nearly scored, but down went Frazier.
Oh.
Down went Frazier.
Yes, he did.
Running the 48-yard line. But if Van Blake doesn't get a finger on that toe, he's gone.
He scores, because he had a couple of other blockers out there too, and the quarterback, Rick Scott, was the only other one, only other blue jersey in the neighborhood who might have had a chance, but he probably gets blocked.
Oh, he's running the Rosewood Drive. He's down Rosewood. Coach Alford got a smile on his face right now. That's Coach Floyd. Got the bifocals down. But that was huge. That was a huge swing right there.
Massive. Now what White Knoll has to do is put some points on the board here. Even a field goal will be okay. Obviously, clearly they want the touchdown on the plus 48, but just any sort of points here. You see Scotty's got plenty of time, just dumps it off Van Blake. You see him catch it, secure it, boom. And give the credit on forcing the fumble right there to Clementa Crosby, the junior athlete, defensive back. He's able to force that football free. And, you see it right there. Boy, Elijah Frazier, the sophomore, he saw that end zone.
He had a celebration ready. He was playing the celebration. What am I going to do? What's my depth schedule when I get to this end zone? 1st and 10 from the 48. 2:31 left in the opening half here. Right now looking to cut this lead, and nothing happening in the middle right there. Just getting thrown out of the club in there. The middle it's not going to happen in the middle.
This AC Flora front is just, they've won all the battles up front tonight at the line of scrimmage in the White Knoll run game. That time credit Justin Conyers, the senior linebacker. He stuffed that play right at the point of attack. And White Knoll's going to have to go to the air. I mean, what's happened to Bonnet? What happened to our guy, Kentrell Bonnet, who we saw very early on with a couple of big catches?
He's in the slot right here near us. They're looking for him right here. He might get it here. Oh, he went all the way up top. He had a guy. It's out of bounds. It just was not accurate, but Bonnet was the guy that ran like a little out pattern. I thought he might be the check down, but he went for it all, and the man had a step.
That's a tough throw. Now watch him. He's going to roll out to his left. He tries to throw back to that side. That's a tough throw for the right-handed quarterback to make. You see a guy here, he's open. I mean, there's no question about it that Brantley Croxton had gotten him behind the coverage. But he also had, in the flat, out here to the near side, he had Bonnet open if he wanted to check it down, but just didn't do it.
Yeah, if he'd have thrown that to the inside of the field right there, that kid is scoring. Big third down right here. I hesitate, little bubble screen. He caught it. He has room up the middle, and he's gone. He has the 30-yard line, the 20, across the 10. It is going to be a touchdown. White Knoll strike up. The White Knoll Timberwolves fights on. They answer with 1:51 left to play in the first half. What a huge play on the bubble screen connection. Tyler Brown takes it to the house.
And that was all Tyler Brown, too. And give credit to Kress, the quarterback. Braden Kress is able to buy himself just enough time to let that play come open as Brown is able to drag across the middle and take that pass. And Stacy showing great speed himself, 48 yards on that pitch and catch for the touchdown. And White Knoll right back in it.
Great play call right there for the White Knoll offensive staff over there. South University touchdown for Tyler Brown. Tyler Brown gets to the green and strikes up that fight song. Give the offensive staff some love. The passing game coordinator, Shaq Young. Shaq Young, a familiar name. Timeout call, White Knoll. Look at it right here.
We'll see it again. He just was able to back up. AC Flora just lost contain right there. They had plenty of defenders in the area. None had a good angle. They just lost contain. And Tyler says, "What can Brown do for you right there?"
I love it.
As he goes 48 with the middle screen. Ball looked like it was partially deflected too right there.
Yes.
That might be kind of why it threw everybody off a little bit. Looked like a Flora defender, maybe Jalen Simmons, got a hand on that, but not enough to knock it to the ground or keep it away from Tyler Brown, who scampers 48, and we've got ourselves a new ball game.
That was a gratuitous bounce. Gratuitous bounce, and it pays off. Shaq Young, the offensive play caller, in his 5th year at White Knoll.
3 plays, 48 yards on that touchdown drive. That took 40 seconds exactly off the clock.
On for the extra point now to cut it to 10-7. That is our quarterback. That is Braden Kress. He also punts and is the place kicker. And it is hands to the sky. Kress gets it through at 151. We have a 10-7 ball game, and just like that, real competitive, folks.
Interesting first half, Stacy. A couple of White Knoll turnovers.
Whataburger FNR High School Football Game of the Week. Stacy Huff, Joe Cashin here with you. We're here from Claire Foley, hopefully here in the second half. But Joe, we said all the things that White Knoll needed. That's Coach Flora. He couldn't ask so much more. With 2:41 or so, or 3 minutes,
if White Knoll goes on to win this game, you'll look back at that sequence there where AC Flora had a golden opportunity to make it a 17-0 ball game, but then White Knoll was able to force a fumble on a pass completion, scoop it up, get great field position, and then 3 plays cash that in for a score. Instead of potentially 17, 13-0, it's 10-7. White Knoll very much alive now as we head towards halftime.
Kress will be your kickoff man as well, kicking off right to left in the Will Luke Ray Opportunity School kickoff. White Knoll kicking to AC Flora. AC Flora has 151 left though. They have points on their mind as well. And the ball through the hands of the returner. He corrals it back across the 10, across the 20, a broken field, and he's clipped up right at the 30-yard line. And that's where AC Flora, let's see how conservative or not they come out right now. Decent return after muffing the kick.
Like Jeremiah Kanzatter was the one who was able to trip up the return man, stop that return right at the 30.
That was Dason. Curtis Dason, the senior. He turned it into a positive though. 1:31 now on the clock. I'm interested to see if they come out and try to get back. But you got Gaddis though. Gaddis is a big play guy in the running game, so you can get him out on the edge and it can beat like a pass. Oh, they put 141 back on the clock. It was a clock deal. It went down to 131. They put 14 seconds back on the clock.
They've had some issues with the clock running after the play.
Yes.
Got to put some time back on there.
Yeah, so that 14 seconds could be big. Of course, the clock stops at first downs on drives like this to reset the chain, but they don't stop momentarily. They don't stay stopped. 4 wides in the formation. They have not thrown a whole lot. Nice little short pass that time with room. Blocking on the other side over there on the far sideline. Gain of about 9, Joe. That is Brennan Fudger. Oh, no, check that. That's 18, Seth Hudson, a senior.
Yep. Let's try a little quick screen to the short side of the field. Clock will continue to move here at 1:23 counting.
Over the middle, heading to the left sideline, across the 30, one man to beat and knocked out of bounds. Tackle made by Kyle Griffin, but how about that catch and run, Joe, from Ziggy Alford with
Coach's son there.
Willie Alford, coach's son. He's a talented young junior. His first catch of the game.
Yep.
Actually getting recruited as a defensive back.
He just kind of dragged across the middle, and Rick Scott able to extend that play by himself some time. And don't look now, but AC Flora trying to answer that score here at the end of the second quarter.
1:03 on the clock, knocking on the edge of the red zone right here. Empty backfield. Rick Scott and the ball was snapped. He wasn't ready. He had looked to the sideline. The ball was snapped, and it hit him in the leg. Rick Scott was not ready for the snap. That's detrimental. The rolling clock.
AC Flora no timeout, so they're going to have to clock this ball right here because the clock, they can't stop it any other way. They're under a minute.
And they're taking their time, man. I know they want this to be the last possession of the half right now, but they got to get that together. The center snapped the ball. Rick Scott was not looking at all. Man in motion is Gaddis. Nowhere to go. Rick Scott, they blew it down. Out of nowhere, just around the corner like his hair was on fire, Jamari Davis.
And Flora really in a bad way now. They can't stop it.
They're going to let it go now after they go to the halftime
I
now.
think so, too, now with this sack. They don't really have many options now as the clock is running, and they don't seem to be in a big hurry. They may try to snap it one more time and throw it to the end zone if they get a chance, as we're down to 13, down to 12, down to 10.
Three guys on this side right here. One of them, Ziggy Alford. They may just throw it up. I think that's what they're going to do. If they have time, he just got to throw it to the end zone. He has a man. It's late now, but he had it almost got it. He had breaking free was, I'm trying to see what that receiver was down there. It might have been Larry Pickett.
He had Logan Price down there, number 0. Had Logan Price in this back right corner of the end zone. You see it right here.
We're going to step away, folks. It's halftime. We'll be back with Educator Spotlight and more on the Whataburger F&R High School Football Game of the Week. Welcome back, folks, to Whataburger F&R Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. Our Week 1 game, AC Flora leads 10-7 over the White Knoll Timberwolves. As always, at halftime, we talk about our scholar athletes brought to you by the South Carolina Army National Guard, folks. Balancing excellence in the classroom, on the field, and in service to South Carolina. Visit nationalguard.com/SC to learn how you can serve, succeed, and lead. Our scholar athlete of the week this week for our visiting team, White Knoll, is Evan Pierce. Evan Pierce is a two-sport varsity letterman in football and lacrosse. On the lacrosse team, he was a captain his junior year. Second team all-district lacrosse. And the football team captain his senior year as well. He has a 5.010 grade point average in the classroom. He volunteers at elementary school field days, and we wish Evan Pierce success in whatever he decides to do next in his future endeavors. So shout out to the South Carolina Army National Guard for recognizing him from White Knoll. Now we go over to AC Flora, and AC Flora, it is Daniel McHuey. McHuey has a 5.128 GPA. 2026 varsity football captain, a 3-year varsity letterman, went 11-2 as a team in the 2025 season. He helped lead that team. He also on school, on campus, and in the community organized the Super Bowl of Caring food drive at AC Flora and served at a weekly homeless breakfast at a local church. Daniel McHuey. Shout out to the South Carolina Army National Guard for recognizing Daniel McHuey as a Scholar Athlete of the Week for AC Flora. We wish him the very best in his future endeavors. Stay with us, folks. More halftime coming up here from Memorial Stadium, downtown Columbia. AC Flora, White Knoll, 10-7 is your score on Whataburger FNR Game of the Week.
This is the Stewart Law Office's halftime report. One moment can change your life. Stewart Law Offices has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit stewartlawoffices.net today.
Back at it, folks. We're at halftime here to score 10-7. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin high above that. That's a shot. We're right up in that little thing right there, folks. Right up where the light is right there. We can wave at you. That's me waving at you right there. 10-7 your score. How did we get there, folks? We have some highlights. We begin with our White Knoll highlights first, Joe. Talk about what you see here. There's a lot of Burnett there.
Will make that catch. There he is. Watch Crest rolling that again. He tries a deep pass right here. This is early in the ballgame. Drops it right into the Burnett. He makes the catch. Unable to score. Watch the defense right there. Able to get in there. One of the few stops on Zion Gaddis. Watch the screen pass right. Deflected in the backfield. But watch that play right there. Brown is able to take it 48 yards. Get White Knoll back in this game.
And 10-7 is where we are. It started off slow, but they really picked it up as time went on, folks. We got some player of the game to give out down the road. We're going to be watching out for that. Take a look at it right here.
Watch this early interception right there. You see it.
One of them right there.
Yep, the pick right there by Brennan Fudger. He's able to pick that ball off, sets him up in good field position, able to get a field goal out of that. Now the defense comes up with a big sack, fumble out of bounds, but big sack. Here's the first points of the game on the board. Charlie Player, 28-yard field goal. That put AC Flora up early, 3-0. That's after the early turnover. And then watch Zion Gaddis right here. Gets some great blocking at the point of attack. He's able to stretch that ball over the goal line. 11 yards out for Gaddis. Our first touchdown of the night. That gave the Falcons a 10-zip lead, but as we saw earlier, White Knoll able to cut into that with a forced fumble recovery into the touchdown pass to Brown, and that's where we are, 10-7.
The Falcons know where that camera is, too, don't they? They're like Stacey Huff and Joe Cashin over there. 10-7 just score, folks. Big second half coming up on our lid lifter for the 2026 season. Brought to you by Whataburger. Stay with us. Right back at it, folks. Closing out halftime here, getting ready for a big second half. Your score 10-7. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin, Claire Foley down on the sideline. Joe, let's talk about the Blue Cross Blue Shield keys to the game. Let's revisit those.
So let's look at White Knoll first. Execute well, protect the ball. They turned it over twice in that first half. Of course, one of those was that muff punt. Kind of a tough break. Be physical, run the ball. They have not been able to run the ball very much at all in this ball game, or run to the ball rather. Defensively, they've been a little bit physical, but not as much, I think, as Victor Floyd would like. If you're Flora, though, you've been able to sustain a couple of drives after a couple of turnovers, be balanced. They've been able to run and pass the ball fairly well, and they've done a great job.
Yes.
They've done a great job of any of these keys. That's the best one so far, stopping the White Knoll running game. AC Flora's defensive front, up front on defense, they have done a tremendous job here in the first half of this football game.
And considering AC Flora, we know the high school portal is a real thing. AC Flora lost a lot on the defensive side of the ball, especially up front to the portal, and they just reloaded. It looks like they got some guys that can really clog up that middle and put pressure on teams. They're going to force teams to pass against them, it looks like, or at least so far this game it looks like. And we'll see what the second half brings. And they're coming out right now. That's Coach Alford. This is the crew coming out. 2 minutes left in on the halftime clock right here. So, Joe, we talked about the keys to the game. And, of course, I was saying earlier, those highlights we saw in the second half. And then later on, we're going to have a player of the game and a player of the game. Some of them might come from the second half, but what we all look for is the second half to be even more explosive than the first half. We'd love to have highlights that even eclipse those. And there were some really good ones. As you saw Fudger with the interception. We saw Burnett, who's been a little bit quiet.
That's kind of what I'm looking forward to in the second half, Stacy, to see if
maybe more of him coming up.
See if Bonnet can get back into the action. Kentrell Bonnet, we featured him as one of our players to watch in our opening tonight. The junior athlete, Kentrell Bonnet, do they throw him the ball maybe more here in the second half? They started off in the first half. You saw in the highlight package the big pass early in the game, 35 yards. Kind of got him involved on a couple of key catches early. Had one catch taken off the board due to penalty. But he clearly is a great athlete, and it's going to be very important for this White Knoll offense. He's going to be a key part. They're going to move the ball and actually do sustain some drives.
Absolutely.
And put some points on the board in the second half. Find number 16 out there if you're White Knoll here in the second half.
Without a doubt, Joe. Well said, sir. Well said. I mentioned that player of the game, and that's going to be coming up in the fourth quarter. We will announce our Atkins Law Firm player of the game. Atkins Law Firm specializing in workers' comp and motor vehicle accidents. Who you hire matters. Atkins Law Firm. Been with us for a while now. They do great work. I know firsthand. I've seen them in action. They've been around Columbia for a long time, and they're very active in the community, and they do great work. And I'm proud of all the sponsors we have here riding with us on this 2026 high school football ride on the Friday Night Rivals high school football game of the week. And, of course, the title sponsor, Whataburger. Let me give them some love. Whataburger, in their very first year with us right here, introducing Whataburger's More for $4 menu. 4 iconic sandwiches, $4 each. Whataburger, come one, come y'all. At participating locations only. Participating locations only. Prices may vary. I got hemmed up because I had to go back. Come one, come y'all. You got me with that one, John.
That's pretty.
Yeah, I thought it was a typo at first. I like it. Come one, come y'all.
There you go. That's pretty sneaky there.
Making it
a little
southern.
Cleverness.
Making it very southern for you. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it. I felt that.
Hey, 5 locations, like we mentioned,
five,
Stacy. 5 locations here in the greater Columbia area of Whataburger.
I believe more coming.
Closest one to me is over off Killian, I think. I live in Kershaw County over in Lugoff, the Lake Wateree Ridgeway area, and I think that's the closest one to me.
Absolutely. I got one on Killian Road near my side.
Yes.
I've been there a couple times. Several times, and it's on my way back from church, so I got a feeling they're going to be seeing me on a couple times on Sunday.
Sunday lunch, huh?
Absolutely. I'm a fan. That patty melt is really good. And we're about set, folks. 12 on the clock, 12-minute quarters. Both teams got to clean up the penalties a little bit. But again, it's first day. Not only the first day of the season, first game, live action. Under the bright lights, new coach, new systems at new locations. And, it's going to take a minute. But all that being said, it was a pretty good, well-played first half.
A lot of new players, too, I mean, everybody moving around and jumping around and trying to find the right fit where you want to go and play. AC Flora, like we said, late in the first half, they won the toss, wanted the ball to start the second half. White Knoll had the first possession, so the Falcons will start the first possession in the final 24 minutes.
We'll look for opportunity to go kickoff right to left on your screen, and white with the black lids. Blue and red trimmed down the leg is White Knoll. Columbia, or powder blue if you will. AC Florida, every returning left to right on your screen with the light blue helmets on the wheel. Look for opportunity. We'll look for opportunity to go kickoff. It is relatively short, but scooped up at the 10 and trying the right side. Needs a block over there. Got one, but too many white jerseys just run down. 3 men there on the coverage. Return was by 28. That is Curtis Dason, the senior running back. Couldn't get the number who hit him. It was 3. It was a little team meeting over there on the hit.
Credit Christian Chisholm. He was about the only special teamer over there is able to kind of slow that down, force the edge out there, set that edge,
and then he ran
force it back inside.
Absolutely. Well said, Joe.
And some helpers come in and make the stop.
22-yard line is where they'll scrimmage from. 11:46. We're brand new into the second half, folks. Thanks for being with us. Stacey Huff, Joe Cash, and Claire Foley with you all season. Counter step, and nothing happening. That adjustment was made. And that front of White Knoll in the building. Kamari Davis.
Kamari Davis, the junior linebacker, is able to swoop in there in a hurry and make that stop. That's going to be a loss of 2.
And, that's kind of how the game started, though, with both defensive lines kind of surging and getting tackles for loss, and then a couple of plays over the top. We'll see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. Neither team has really dominated except for some gaddish runs for AC Flora, and that's him. That's the man right there. And he leg drive. He made a couple yards out of that, but it was really nothing. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Helmet comes off for an AC Flora player. He'll have to go to the sideline. High school league rules. That's Delta Jackson, Joe.
It looked like Noah Marr kind of marred up that play. Noah Marr, the junior, kind of goes both ways.
Oh, yeah, after they said, man, there's something going on after the play right here. Look.
We see Noah Marr in there making the
right there,
stop.
right there, top of you, right there, right on the screen. Oh, did he do it? He threw a hand. He's lucky to get away with that one. When the helmet came off, the hand came down. They didn't see it as a punch, so he's gonna be okay, I believe. 3rd down and a bit much there. Straight drop back this time. Threw it a little bit behind him, but still should have been caught. That is Logan Price, and it'll be punt time for AC Flora.
Logan Price. He lined up as a tight end on the right, and no one picked him up. He just kind of came off the line of scrimmage. You'll see it right here. Drags out to the left, and you'll see the pass. Again, we've seen a number of drops tonight, Stacy. First game jitters for both these teams. The pass should have been caught. Might have been able to pick up a first down.
It's been a lot of drop passes, but slightly errant throws. That'll be ironed out as the season goes on, but good stop for White Knoll. Decent punt. Did they hit somebody? You have to watch those checked up punch right there. There was a bunch of people down there where the ball first hit, but it didn't hit anyone. It's a good bounce that time for AC Flora. For White Knoll.
For White Knoll, that's a great bounce for them. And that almost wound up being the same situation we saw in the first half.
Absolutely. So you see they have the work vest on in the student body right there, but tell you what, White Knoll's in great position right here, 46-yard line. They cut into that lead and made it 10-7. A score here, they'll have taken momentum all the way back from the Falcons.
You really kind of feel like AC Flora's been the better team in this game, but all it takes is 1 or 2 plays.
They're going to give this time the right side, and I can tell you right now, not a lot happening. Violent tackle on the left side for AC Flora.
Delta Jackson was there to finish that play off. No gain for White Knoll. They've just not been able to establish any kind of running game whatsoever here tonight.
And earlier we saw both teams miss a tackle or two here. The tackling in that middle right there is pretty sure. When they get their hands on you, that's the end of the play.
That's it. It's all over.
It's all over. Not a nuka. It's absolutely over. Gave him 3 on that. No, he got no gain on that. I'm sorry. Misread. And that time he gets that's a decent gain on 2nd down, though. That's going to bring up 3rd and manageable, 3rd and about 3.
That's a touchdown maker right there, Tyler Brown. He gets a good cushion from the corner, and Crest puts it right on him.
And you know why? When you show that speed, you're going to get good cushion. That's a cause and effect right there.
Yep, 7-yard pickup 8-yard pickup makes this very manageable.
Got a great spot and a great surge after he caught that pass. He leaned forward, so this is very manageable. Spin out of there, pressure up the middle. He's orchestrating. He wants to go downfield. Got him, hit him right on the helmet. Hands catch that time and getting upfield quickly. Great catch and run out the catch that time for Kirkland Day, and a first down for White Knoll, but a penalty marker down. We're going to bring it back. Take a look right
Run pass option, and Crest is just able to wait this play to develop, and he has his wide receiver right there, just dragging with him, wide open, but I think all this is coming back.
Walking it back. Michael Jackson moonwalk right there. Man, that's, again, speaking of how the game started, we see a big play, penalty, decent play, nullified. Both teams had that early in the first quarter. And this puts White Knoll behind the sticks. Where are they going to mark
penalty,
it?
49-yard line.
Okay, it is on the 49-yard line. So they're not totally, it's 3rd and still very manageable because of where the hold took place, but you wipe away a 20, 30-yard gain. Crest with a man to his right. He's going to roll right. A lot of pressure, nowhere to go. A lot of pressure. He got hit too. He got walloped. He took a big clean hit that time from number 11, Justin Conyers.
Coming with the backside pressure was Conyers. Just didn't have any time right there. You see Kress. He's been running for his life a lot here tonight. That was, what, how big a penalty was that?
Yes.
That wiped out about a 35-yard pickup at White Knoll in business. Instead, now they have to punt it.
And Kress is shaking luck. He was banged up a little bit on that play. He's the punter also. His punting has been a little up and down. He's gonna roll. He's gonna throw it.
Had it, dropped it.
He went for the fourth down right there, Joe, and it was open.
It was there.
Great
I
play
mean,
call.
it was there, and right in the hands of Jalen Keith. And that's one that, well, you'll watch it right here. This is a design pass all the way. He's just going to roll out to the right. You'll see it. Keith gets position on the defender. The pass is right there. You know, I mean, he just doesn't make the catch. That's a huge break for Flora.
We'll be right
Missed
back.
opportunity.
We'll be right back, folks. Welcome back, folks. 10-7 is your score. AC Flora over White Knoll. There's your scoring summary right there, brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards. Second quarter, both teams put sevens on the board. The 3 in the first quarter of AC Flora is the difference. 10-7, they lead it. They're trying to protect that 3-point lead right now. They got the ball just across midfield. Stacey Huff, Joe Cash, and Claire Foley have some technical difficulties right now, but she's with us all season on the sideline. Riggs running toward us on the sideline right here, and that might be a penalty. Referee looked like he almost grabbed for it. He got thrown down violently, well out of bounds. Tough tackle.
I think this is good discretion here by the officials. You'll see Rick Scott. He's a design quarterback run. He just comes out here to the right, and there's a lot of time right there. But
it started inbounds.
It started inbounds, and so it's hard to stop that momentum once it gets going.
Moderate gain. It'll be second down and call it 7. Up top, got a man. Low throw, but went down and got it. What a catch. It'll be the first catch of the ball game for number 4 there, Mac Huey, who's our Scholar Athlete of the Week for AC Flora.
Yep, Rick Scott gets some time here. Little play fake. Kind of drops down, little sidearms this thing over the middle. And Huey's right there to make the catch.
One of the captains of this team, Mac Huey, senior. So that is a Cameroner heating and cooling first down, keeping you comfortable in your home since 1956. Logan Price around the left side. Not a lot of room, a lot of white jerseys over there. Could talk about a guy we featured at the beginning of the broadcast, Adrian Ellsworth.
One of the top sophomores in his class, linebacker Ellsworth, able to shoot the gap right there. He read that play beautifully, stopped it for a yard loss.
Ellsworth got some nice size on him too now.
Yep.
5'11", 210, that's what I'm told by Coach Victor Floyd. So he might get another that extra inch. That 6 foot mark might be that's different sometimes for recruiters, but I believe you can play football, you can play football. 2nd and 11, loss of 1 on that play. Passing down, empty set for Riggs Scott. Tackle just before getting out of bounds, and really no gain, and a good tackle that time, Joe, from Jeremiah Kanzader.
Yeah, they try to go to the short side off that left hash, and there's just not much going on over there. Good play by the White Knoll defense. Golden opportunity here to try to get a stop in a 10-7 game. Just under 7 minutes to go in the third.
I want to try to, Gaddis hasn't touched it a lot right here. I wanted to use the legs of Gaddis or Scott, Riggs Scott right here in this play. We'll see, Joe, but they've had some success with Gaddis, right?
Yes, they have.
11 to go. Might be 2 down territory. 4 down territory. And there's Gaddis. Oh, he creased it. He got through that hole really quick. He's going to make it an interesting decision here. Got down to about the 25-yard line, Joe. It's going to be 4th down and 2.
He'll be about, like you say, he'll be about 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards short of his first down.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's going to be any decision made by Willie Alford. I think this is go-for-it territory.
Got 2 backs in the game now. He has Dason and Gaddis in there beside Rick Scott. Gaddis got it. Good surge up front by the offensive line and good physical run that time. They're going to move those chains. Inside the Jim Hudson red zone now. AC Flora Falcons, and that is a camera heating and cooling first down, Chuck.
Flora's been able to win those battles up front offensively where White Knoll tonight just has not. 4th down conversion, they keep the drive moving.
We'll see if they keep pressing the issue. They like something. They're carving out in the middle. They might try it again. This time they could go up top. The slant was deflected, but he had a step. That was offered. Young.
Not sure if this is Jamari Davis. It might have been Davis who gets the deflection here. Let's see. It is. Jamari Davis got a big paw up there. He wanted Alford on the slam, but Jamari Davis is able to say, not this time. He gets the hand in the passing lane. Incomplete pass.
Yes, sir, Joe. Red eyes of the quarterback. He got the hands up at just the right time, right? That's how they teach him. He stared it down a little bit, but I think Ziggy Alford had a step. You may see that again.
Yeah, he had leverage.
Yeah, you might see it. You might see that again. 2nd down and 10 to go from right there. Gaddis. They faked out everybody. Had me fooled. It's going to be a touchdown. Strike up the EC Flora Falcon fight song. They had me. I followed Gaddis into the hole, and so did some of the White Knoll players.
And Logan Price was the one with the football. The price was right on that one, Stacy. It was Price who scored.
Strike up the AC Flora Falcon fight song, the trickeration, prestidigitation, if you will, Joe. I'm still not sure exactly what happened. I gotta see that again. That's why we have a replay. But
this is where the replay comes in because we got fooled on that one.
I'm telling you. And how about player Charlie Player?
Yep. Logan Price wound up with it. He wound up in the end zone. A timeout taken by AC Flora here.
You know why? A player wasn't on the field. I won't call him about that. But the coaches are looking at one particular guy who wasn't on the field. And sometimes that happened in the jubilation after the touchdown. Let's look at the touchdown one more time. Joe, talk about it.
Let's see what happens right here. I'm kind of wondering what happens on it, too. They snapped it to Price. He was the one who took the snap and just faked the handoff, kept it himself all the way. So that didn't even go to Riggs Scott. That was Price there who took the snap, faked the handoff, and took it around the left side, got some great blocking, and he scored.
If we can see that fake one more time, he fooled it. I don't know if he fooled. Gaddis really thought he was getting the ball right. That's why the fake was so good. He took it, he ripped it out of his hands at the last second.
That's the whole point, right?
Right. But I was saying he ripped it out of his hands at the last second. That's almost how you get a fumble that way, though, because Gaddis was really coming down on the ball. And he got everybody. Yeah, that's good. The main thing is he got White Knoll on that one.
He did.
And this lead here in a game that's been, the points have been kind of at a premium. 5:25 in the third. I mean, not insurmountable with the 10-point lead with the extra point, but it's starting to get concerning for a team like White Knoll has not consistently passed the football. Charlie Player in for the extra point. Good snap, good hold. Boy, he's got a strong leg. Hands to the sky. AC Flora 17, White Knoll 7 on the Whataburger. FNR High School Football Game OB Week. Come on back. Back at it, folks. Whataburger. Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin here with you. Claire Foley will be on the sideline with us all season. 17-7 on a Logan Price touchdown. AC Flora extends their lead to 10. White Knoll looking to answer here, Joe, with 5:25 left in the third quarter.
8 plays, 49 yards, 3:13 off the clock. Logan Price, 17 yards after the fake to Zion Gaddis. He goes around the left side, fooled everybody in the building except himself. The Price was right on that one.
Absolutely. I love
17-7 is your new score.
Will LeGray Opportunity School kickoff. AC Flora kicking off to White Knoll. Fielded at the 10 across the 20. Oh, got some room on his left side, Joe. We have some excitement. He run past that angle. They'll get him right there. That is quite a return. That's going to be the momentum White Knoll needs, trailing by 10. Not out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. What a nice return answer by Christian Hickman.
That was blocked extremely well. You'll see it as he takes it about the 8-yard line or thereabouts. You'll see it right there. Crosses the 10. I think it's a good block right there. Makes a move, a man miss, and is able to get to the outside, and just really had one guy. He could have gotten around one more guy, but it's plus 38 territory here for White Knoll. They have got to punch this in the end zone. This is score territory.
It's Christian Hickman, two for White Knoll there on that great return there. As you mentioned, great job blocking. Ball's at the 38-yard line of AC Flora. White Knoll trying to answer. New running back in the ball game for White Knoll is 37, Sidney Staley. Sidney Staley for White Knoll is our junior running back.
Flag down.
There's a flag. Yeah, I saw it looks like a lot of early movement, but it might be during the play. Face mask. Oh, that's gonna be big. Automatic first down, giving the camera the heating and cooling first down for White Knoll. Ball's gonna be at the 31-yard line. That's huge.
So they get it tacked on to the end of the run. Get the down over, so it's like 1st and 3 now. Yeah, this play never got underway.
Nope.
False start, yeah.
False start. We're going to start getting the Flagapalooza. I'm going to give the referees some love one more time. Give them some love. Maybe that'll help the players not do infractions again. Scott Royster's our referee. He's the white hat there. Tyler Outen, the umpire. Jonathan Shelley, the linesman. Robert Dove, the line judge. And Anthony Cromer, the back judge. Doing a great job tonight. Rolling right, Cress. He's had some success doing that. And this has got to be, I thought it was going to be Barnett again, but it's not. It's the other gentleman who stepped up and taken over the receiving duties in this game, Tyler Brown, number 6.
Yeah, Barnett's kind of disappeared after that early flurry that he had, and now they're going to Tyler Brown, who scored on the 48-yard touchdown late in the first half, and he was able to make the catch here, pick up a first down.
And that could be him getting a lot of extra attention as well. We saw him open a couple times, but you got to have another guy, right? That's how good teams are built. And Tyler Brown, not a very big guy, but he's playing a tough ball game tonight. Only touchdown for White Knoll. That's him on the carry. Now he's going to run it. But guess what he runs into when you run the ball on AC Flora? A team meeting of light blue jerseys. They had a whole team cookout.
That was Brandon Williams that time, the linebacker, who was able to get in there and make the tackle for loss. I just don't think you're going to fool AC Flora up front. Almost looked like some old crossbuck action there. Kind of fake it one way, kind of come back the other way.
Yeah. Little counter action. They're trying to use the speed of this defense against them, but they're just athletic and strong in the front seven, especially.
Yes, they are.
And there again, they're going to try it again, and this time look like it had potential and a big hit. That might be Koutrakis. 15, Timothy Koutrakis, the junior. He's been active tonight.
Christian Chisholm got the carry that time. He's able to pick up a few yards there, but still going to be 3rd and long.
Got up a little gippy, too. So he'll hit you his giddy up. Going back to the line of scrimmage. Okay, we got another big 3rd down here. Empty set, empty backfield. They're going to roll Crest to the left. Nice, easy toss out there to the speedster, and he did a great job getting upfield. He got hit hard. He's going to be first. There, he got it. Got it, but with a yard or two to spare.
Looks like he just kind of comes unaccounted for out here. I mean, he's wide open out here in the flats, and Crest puts it on him. He's able to put a foot in the ground, get up the field, move those chains.
Hit dance, right?
Yeah.
Hit right up. That's how you hit right up field. They tried to score a touchdown on that. They tried to get a first down, and he did it. Another Cameron heating and cooling first down, keeping you comfortable in your home since 1956. And they're in the Jim Hudson red zone now. It's White Knoll. Give to Chisholm. There's just nothing happening there. Brandon Williams, our defensive player to watch in this ball game.
Well, we talked about what a great year he had last year, the monster numbers he put up last season. He started off on that same foot again tonight. You see him right here. They hadn't been able to block him. I mean,
Might have got held a little bit too early.
He probably did.
He's
so strong. I mean, just look at the strength of that youngster. He just gets in there and he's
going to college for free, I believe.
I think so too.
Get some room and board paid for. Very late development play. They froze, tried to freeze him. Just a high throw. 17 could have caught that. Jalen Keith just a little high though. So now you're behind the sticks again after you lose a yard on a running play, an errant throw, and now you're 3rd and 11 at the 16-yard line. You need something out of this drive.
Yes, points here is
if you don't
crucial. Field goal helps you.
Yeah.
Obviously, you'd like 7, but field goal keeps you in it.
How many yards do you need here before you don't kick it? Rolling right, Crest, going to the end zone. That could be a penalty. He bumped him. That could be there it is. It came in late. That's the right call. 12 was set up to stop to catch that ball, and he got bumped. Bentley Croxton was set up. That is a good call. The players, they don't know. I don't think they see the flag yet. That's a flag. That's going to be a first down. Wait, no. That's the right call. I wonder what they going to call it. I think the side judge called it. He definitely got knocked off his spot. Yeah.
So it still will be 3rd down, but 3rd down is short.
Okay,
Yeah.
check a look
You
right
see
here.
it here, but you call it, Stacy. Crest rolls out to his right, and he's got a wide receiver there, but we don't see the premature contact there. But there definitely was there. Zeke offered on the coverage.
Alford ran through him a little bit, but it's a stop. But Alford, I mentioned the outstanding receiver, but he's also recruited. He's recruited as a defensive back, has offers from Liberty, Gardner Webb, Charleston Southern, for instance, at cornerback, but he's only a junior, so you have time to get more offense and defense as a receiver or defensive back. He's shaking his head. That's one of those things. He was doing his job, but the receiver stopped suddenly like that. And you got momentum.
The pass was a little bit behind him, and so he really didn't.
Absolutely.
Still a chance to get a stop here if you're AC Flora.
Yeah, I thought it was automatic first down with that, but no, it's not. But it could be 2-down territory, though. Chisholm in the backfield. They're going to throw it. Barnett didn't come out. They're going to say incomplete. He did not hold the catch. He had it for a second, but he was heavily defended and had some contact and could not keep it.
Like the ball was there, Stacy. You'll see it. Crest again rolling out.
Good throw by Crest.
Yep, he sets, plants, throws. Ball is there, and it looked like it may have been raked out of there.
Yeah, that's number 5 in blue.
We'll give Larry Pickett some credit right there.
Absolutely.
The ball got raked out, so White Knoll wants to talk about what they want to do on 4th down here.
Heck of a defensive play. Now, Joe, right here, what does Coach Cashin do right here?
Depends on my field goal kicker. Do I trust? Do I go ahead and take points here if I'm Victor Floyd? But I mean, I've never coached a down of football, so it'll be interesting to see what he does here. But if I've got a reliable kicker, I'm making this a 1-score game with plenty of time to go. But we'll see what they do.
I talked to Coach Floyd at media day. First time I ever got to meet him and talk to him on the phone this week. He never asked me for coaching advice.
Let's see if we get a different look on this incomplete pass here.
Watch the right hand of number 5, right? Watch the right
ball's
hand.
on Bonnet
right there. The right hand of 5 rakes it out right there. Pickett. Came out, counts to that right hand.
Looked like, you see the ball come out right there. Yeah, so give credit there again, like we said, to Larry Pickett. So decision time for Victor Floyd of the Timberwolves. We'll see if they
4th down
do.
and 3. But you're right. It depends on if you got this is a close field goal. If you got an automatic guy, you make it a 1-score game, right?
Absolutely, you do. Fourth quarter to go. Absolutely, you make it a 1-score game. If it's me.
But sometimes the play call tells you about the player, about the confidence of the player, right? If they come out and run the ball right here, they'll let you know maybe they.
I don't think they can run this. I got to put this ball.
But
They've not been able to run it all night.
If they go for it right here, that means the kicker might not be, where they want it to be right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely haven't had a time running. They got to roll them out. They're going to throw it right there by net. Oh, that's a great play call. What a play call. Strike up the White Knoll fight song. Touchdown. The young man caught a cramp going into the end zone. It was a South University touchdown. He caught it and limped into the end zone. Jonathan Keith to pay there.
What a great concept here, Stacy. They rolled Cress out to the right. We'll see it here on the replay. My goodness, watch it here. Watch Cress roll out to the right. They get the flow going that way. Then they just sneak a guy backside, unaccounted for. No defenders anywhere in the area. Touchdown, very easy. My goodness. And like I said, I'd have gone for that, Stacy.
He did it, and it worked out. And Cress, hands to the sky, line drives it through the quarterback, throws the TD pass, and kicks the extra point. And we have a 3-point ball game on the Whataburger Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week, setting up for a doozy of a finish here at Memorial Stadium, downtown Columbia, South Carolina. Week 1. Look at that. You saw, I don't know if he stubbed his toe, if he caught a cramp, but he had to be helped to the sideline after that, Joe.
I think he probably caught a cramp right there. Jonathan Keith, again, he just kind of snuck out there. All the blue shirts were going one way, and Keith just kind of found the opening on the opposite side of the field. First time we've really seen them do that. Seen White Knoll do that tonight. Roll one way with all the action going one way, all the flow that way, and then they just sneak a guy backside. There's nobody there. Great concept.
Absolutely. You got to give. That's twice they got him. The middle screen that went to the house, and that one again. Shaq Young and the offensive staff over there, the offensive coordinator over at White Knoll. Great call by the brain trust, offensive brain trust of Coach Flora over there. South University touchdown, 17-14. We're setting up for a strong fourth quarter here, Joe. That's all we asked for. Will Luger Opportunity School kickoff coming up. Right to left, White Knoll kicking off to the home team, the Falcons, with a 3-point lead. A short kick, bobbled, dancing. This may be Dason trying to get back outside. He's got to try to trust his speed over here. Cut back, made a little something out of what looked like not much. He's going to get to about the 33-yard line, and AC Flora would take over there, trying to hold off the surging Timberwolves, Joe.
Go back to that White Knoll scoring drive, only covered 38 yards, set up by the big kickoff return.
Yes, good point.
After the AC Flora touchdown,
right.
They get the big kickoff return. Special teams so huge, set them up with a short field. They were able to cash that in on a fourth down play.
They gave him the 34-yard line, so even a better return. They're going to come out with an empty set. I want to design Gaddis banged up, so he has not touched it a lot, but I know they can on him. But it's an empty set, and they're going to bring Logan Price around in motion. And Rick Scott, I thought they'd go back to his legs at some point. Good run for Rick Scott. Give him a 15-yard gain and a first down for AC Flora in the camera. Heating and cooling first down.
Using Rick Scott, as you said, to run the football right there. Got some good blocking up front. His offensive line has done a good job for both him and Gaddis tonight, but I hadn't seen a lot of Gaddis here this second half.
Yeah. Hope he's okay.
He's standing right down here on the near sideline. Looks like he's all right.
Like a player that, once again, you got to follow the coach around when you want to keep the helmet on.
Exactly,
and kinda,
yeah.
Hey, do you see me? Maybe cough. But they got a package they want to run, and that's Dason right now. And they may need Gaddis to rest to be the closer in the fourth quarter. He may have to run them.
Here he comes now.
Yeah, he's coming back in. But I'll tell you what, White Knoll is lurking around trying to get momentum back. Give the ball back now the way they were clicking just then. They did just enough to keep the drive alive last time, and then finally found pay dirt on fourth down, Joe.
Yes, they did. Critical.
Slant pass on the little bubble screen over there. I don't know if that was a bubble screen, just a hitch. I don't know if it was a quick out. That was a good catch and run that time by Larry Pickett. What a big defensive play.
A lot of White Knoll defenders kind of in the passing lane, kind of in the area,
yeah.
Unable to stop that play. It picks up a first down.
Ball found its way through, right?
It sure did.
Ball's at the 41-yard line. Another first down. Cameron Heating and Cooling first down for the Falcons. There's the guy, Gaddis, up the middle. Gaddis trying to break free across the 20-yard line. Great job blocking, and what a special back he is with the quickness and the vision. Another first down for EC Flora, the Falcons.
23-yard pickup for Gaddis. Kind of wondered where he was in the second half. Well, guess what? You got a healthy dose of him right there. Got some great blocking up front again. Point of attack, his offensive line does a nice job. He's able to shed a defender right there. The Falcons in business.
It's mystical punch wrap right there. He's at the man right here. He's right there. Here I am. Y'all asked about me. Cameron heating and cooling first down. At that time, guess who knew he was going to get the ball? Yeah. Everybody.
Everybody in white.
Everybody in white. 55, get some love right there. Braden Weston, the junior. Physical tackle right there. And listen, at times, both defensive lines have looked dominant. But Gaddis has been a little bit of the difference, I think. He's gashed them. White Knoll's had nobody to get gash runs in their running game like Gaddis has. And that may be the difference down the stretch, right? They can control the clock with the runs. Last play of the third quarter right here. They try to get in the move. They're trying to get 5 free ones. They're going to let it run down. They were bluffing, trying to let the – that's going to be the end of the quarter. They were playing with their play clock. That's smart. They're trying to get 5 free ones. Put 4 fingers in the air. We head to the fourth quarter of the Whataburger High School Football Game of the Week. Stay with us.